is a source to pay transformation company. So we help procurement and finance departments to automate their processes, and we look at all aspects of it: people, process, technology. But we're very proficient on the technology side of things when it comes to getting organizations realize savings through their suppliers. Before Docsumo, I think from a workflow perspective, it was quite similar. We were using a different platform to do OCR. The platform did not have any self-learning capabilities, so it was all purely rules-based. So we had operators then correcting the results of the documents that were OCR, and then integrated into whichever sort of customer platforms we would have been integrating the data into. So of course our intent and our assessment on Docsumo was very much focusing on the abilities to teach the algorithms, or the algorithms to self-learn as we process more, and of course then cut more and more of the labor involved on needing to correct as a sort of a business case, if you will. I would say the biggest pain point would have been the amount of human time that was required to correct the documents, and so especially sort of after the first initial set of documents, and then once there was enough, I guess, data within the platform to start utilizing those self-learning capabilities, we did start seeing quite a lot of upside in terms of not having as many people needing to touch the same volume of documents. So I guess the business case was quite clear. You look at the volume of documents that you're processing, and you match that to how many people do you need to help to correct. And of course with Docsumo, continuously we've been able to streamline that part of the process, and you get kind of leaner and leaner, if you will. The self-learning capability was a significant upside for us, and of course, even if it is not as obvious in the beginning as it is later down the track once we process a bit more, that was definitely an upside. I think the second upside for us as a company was that we were able to integrate Docsumo to any kind of resulting platforms that we needed. So we effectively built another set of reference checking and kind of validation layers ourselves that were often country specific. So to check things like, as we've captured the supplier, for example, in Australia, we can check that the supplier is a valid supplier, their ABN is valid, that sort of things, at the back of the platform. So really, we wanted to focus this into two areas, right? Capture platform does the job of capturing as effectively as possible, and then we then can run country-specific rules at the back of that data set, and we can effectively, of course, rely to the results of the OCR in the first place. So that kind of flexible operating model where we can apply our own rules layer into it was important, and of course the resulting labor savings. Look, I've worked with many different capture platforms in the past myself, Colfax, EMC, Captiva, Readsoft, that sort of platforms, and what was always very challenging for them was things like line item capture on invoice documents in particular. With Docsumo, over time we've been able to achieve quite a good results on that. So I'd say that was probably one key area. In general, what we were able to achieve is in terms of the header level capture only, we would have probably been able to cut to about not half, but maybe 30-40% out of the labor initially, and then over time we've been able to kind of streamline that further. So that's been very helpful. I would sit at about 8.